Let me call you sweetheart, I'm in love with you.
What does the nanny do?
Okay, so we're done.
Goodbye.
You. Shut it off.
Do not twist my words. Do not make me a victim, sweetie.
Just look at the mountain. That's what you saw that day.
Just the knife in the kidneys over all these years and the sacrifices that I made to love you.
Let me call you sweetheart, I'm in love with you.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Does it?
Even if it's the most boring shit you've ever seen in your entire life. A polygamist version of The Hangover. Which means there's only very mild drinking by one person. No one is hungover at all. And the most excitement we're going to have is Meri's hair.
Again.
As
per usual.
Yes, as we always get to experience.
Oh, boy.
Meri's hair. Welcome back, listeners, to my Sister Wives podcast. Season 4, Episode 7, Brown Boys Do Vegas.
I don't know what you can say about that.
I know, like,
do they do Vegas?
Do you have anything clever? Because I don't have anything clever. I already blew my load. Shot my whatever.
They do Vegas? Oh, boy. I wouldn't go as far to say they do Vegas.
Right. They're in Vegas.
Yeah, it's pretty like wah wah.
Yeah, misleading title.
Yeah.
Thank you, TLC, for once again not living up to your promises. We open the episode at Meri's house, though.
Mm-hmm.
Meri, quite contrary. How does your house grow? And Kody says that his brothers are coming into town. Oh, we're so excited to have Kody's brothers in town.
Meeting the brothers.
Mm-hmm. We've got Scott and Curtis are coming first.
Yes. Kody is dusting off his motorcycle jacket. He says, look how dusty this is. And he's literally dusting his jacket off. Being dramatic, probably. Was there dust on it? Perhaps.
He's such a wild hog, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it was at Meri's house. If the jacket was truly at Meri's house, I don't believe it really had dust on it. But that's just...
Meri puts it on every night and she's like, I can smell Kody in this jacket.
She sleeps in it. Oh, yeah. We learn that Scott, Michael, and Curtis are coming to town. There are 5 Brown boys, including Kody. And Scott and Curtis are coming first. They currently live in Wyoming, and Michael lives in Utah. He's going to be coming a bit later on in the episode.
And we'll also be joined by Curtis's wife.
Yes, Curtis's wife.
We get to meet a sister-in-law. Janelle says that they used to see them more when they lived in Utah. But of course, since they're moved to Vegas, they see them less often. You know? Yeah, whatever.
Of course. I mean, it's kind of what happens when you move away from people. But even with Scott and Curtis living in Wyoming, I can't believe that they would see him super often. I mean, maybe Michael, since he was in Utah as well. But she makes it seem like this huge loss in their life. They haven't seen him in forever.
They tell us that Curtis is 7 years younger than Kody.
11 years younger.
Oh, 11 years younger than Kody.
11 years younger.
Oh, my goodness. 7-11. I'm messing it all up.
Well, I tried to push out my firstborn on 7-Eleven because I thought it'd be pretty cool, so.
And then did you fail at that?
I did fail at that.
Epic failure.
Yep.
Curtis is 11 years younger than Kody. When Curtis gets his first spotlight moment, when he's talking to the camera, he references how Kody taught him many things, including cow tipping. And he says, that's what you do in Wyoming.
Yeah, he says that Kody was a bit of a hero to him.
Oh, yeah, a hero.
A bit of a hero to him.
Well, that makes one person.
Right. I mean, and his younger children, I suppose, still aren't disillusioned by the Kody of it all. They go a little bit into like each story of the brothers, and they talk about how Scott is a polygamist with 2 wives and 16 kids.
Yeah, 16.
Oh,
and 2
my
wives.
Lanta.
Yeah. Scott is Kody's oldest brother.
And it's obvious. It's pretty obvious.
Yes, he literally looks like he's old enough to be Kody's dad.
Yeah.
Now, it's not like Kody looks super young, but Scott looks really old.
I mean, he's wearing aviator glasses that are probably from the 70s. And nowadays, that would be like cool and in and hip, right? It would be on purpose. You'd be doing that. At the time that this was shot, probably not a fashion choice, and probably a Brown family member at all, not a fashion choice. But it was aging him immensely.
Yes.
The glasses choice of it all. So Kody rented motorcycles for them all to ride. They're going to go on this big old ride together because Curtis is a biker type of guy, according to Kody.
Biker type of guy.
And Curtis is also a monogamist. I mean, we see a little clip of him and his wife on that couch moment where he's talking about Kody being his hero, but they don't really come out and say it right away. And then we get the bombshell that Curtis is a monogamist.
Yes.
And him and Erica are of a different faith now.
Yes, Curtis does not believe in polygamy,
No.
and he does not believe in the Book of Mormon. Bum, bum, bum.
Dun, dun, dun.
So, okay, Curtis has decided not to believe in one fairy tale, and he has one wife. So,
Well,
you know.
he still has a sky friend, so friend living in the sky.
He does have a sky friend. I do appreciate that.
Yep.
So then they show at least the boys going out and getting on the motorcycles. Were the wives with them, like kind of being like, oh, like I think all of the adults might have gone outside.
Yeah, and the guys are just like yucking it up together, being like, oh, we're doing this manly thing. Like Kody's just like trying to be sexy and whatever. And yeah.
Yeah, Kody says that they're going to ride to a biker bar, which is the oldest bar in Vegas.
Oldest bar in Vegas. Yeah, that's interesting to me.
And now I noticed that Kody is sitting bitch behind Scott. And I was like, that's amazing because there's only two bikes. So Curtis is on one because obviously he's the biker of the group.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got Scott driving. Is it driving? Yeah. Driving one of them, and Kody sitting bitch, which I just love. I love that for Kody.
It's interesting, too, because they're not drinkers, right? So Scott and Kody are supposedly the Mormons that are still pretty religious. So they are not drinkers, right?
Right.
And they're riding a bike together. And then you've got Curtis riding his own bike.
Yes.
Which we'll get to this in a little bit, but I just want to point that out now, that it's odd that the coupling is happening here. In my mind. I don't know.
Well, and Curtis is the leader of a bike gang, so he's quite familiar with the streets.
Yeah.
And how to, what is that called when they do, like, how to avoid road rash? He knows how to, like, dive and tuck if there's a collision or a rollover.
Dive and tuck.
Listen to these
mean,
words. I don't think they are true. Or
dip.
like,
I don't think I've ever heard this dip, and I mean, I don't know. I used to, back in my day, pull a chair up. I'm just going to tell you something. I did date somebody that was part of a biker group.
oh, you were a leather lady.
Oh, and I don't think I've ever heard those terms. I'm so sorry to break it to you.
No. I love how I'm just like pulling them. I'm like, you know, when you fall off the bike, road rash is real. That's
You
when
said that
fall.
with your whole chest, though. Like, let's be honest here. You said with your whole chest those terms. Like, you truly believed it. Road rash is a thing. You are not wrong there.
Yeah.
But dipping and tucking,
no,
you're going to have to, like, roll that back.
Stop, drop, and roll.
Which I also thought from a young age we were going to have to do way more often than I've ever had to do. But
Absolutely.
You know.
Yeah, very few stop, drop, and rolls in my life. That's for sure.
I mean, maybe if I wanted to, like, look a little nuts to get someone away from me, a stop, drop, and roll would work. But I don't think in any other context I've ever actually done it.
Well, we could light you on fire and see if it works.
I mean, sure.
Yeah.
I'm game. Let me just pull my hair up first so that my hairspray doesn't, like, turn me into, like, an ignited troll.
Join us on Patreon where you can see me lighting Kimber on fire. Okay.
And me tasing you.
Yeah, and you tasing me. Wow.
Jackass style.
Wow. The wives are going to drag Erica out into public because, duh, the boys are going to a biker bar. So the ladies have to show Erica a good time in Vegas, too.
Yeah.
And they go to, what was the name of the business? Did you jot that down?
I did. The Artful Potter.
Oh, the Artful Potterer.
Go to the Artful Potter.
Oh, wow. That's not exactly something that rolls off the tongue.
Artful
Potterer.
No, just Potter.
Oh, just
Did I say
Potter?
Potter.
Oh,
The Artful
like Harry Potter?
The Artful Potter.
The Artful Potter. Oh.
Yeah, they're going to paint some pottery pieces.
Do you think they're going to glaze them and then put them in the kiln?
Yeah, which is an odd choice because usually, and I say this as someone who's a crafty motherfucker and has done this before.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever been to a pottery place before?
Well, no, but I've made pottery when I was a kid in elementary school.
I, as a grown-ass adult, have gone to a store like the Artful Potter and done something of this sort with girlfriends, and they have to glaze the item, right? So you paint it, they put it in the kiln, and you come back a different day to pick it up.
Yeah.
So they take their sister-in-law, who's from out of town, on this fucking crafting adventure, and who knows if she even got her shit back from them. I don't know.
Right. We don't know how many days she stayed.
Yeah, we don't. They don't
And
make
I
it
am
clear.
familiar with that where, like, yeah, they have to put it in the kiln, like you have to fire them or whatever.
Yeah.
It's usually an overnight process.
Yeah, I don't
in
know.
some manner. I don't know. I haven't been to the Harry Potter. I mean, the artsy potterer. But I wonder if that business is still around. A lot of the Brown businesses that they visit, the ones they start and the ones they, I was going to say visit, but patronize?
Frequented. Patronize?
Patronize?
No, that's not it.
That's not it. Businesses that they frequent, that they go to, that they film. Wow, my vocabulary is I'm on the
Where
struggle bus
patrons
so
at?
bad.
I don't even know.
Yeah, they patronize, they patron.
Let's just try to not even say it. Let's just forget. Let's just.
Okay, all of these businesses go out of business. That's the point. If the Browns film in your business, you're going under. So don't let them film in your place of business. While the women are showing Erica a good old time at the Artful Potter.
Scratches it down right
How
now.
terrible that I
on
can't
his
remember
tablet
Artful
with his
Potter.
stone and
I chiseled it into my rock. Artful Potter. So while the women are showing Erica a grand old time at the Artful Potter, Meri claims to not be crafty, which I almost fell out of my chair because that does not make any sense. Meri has a craft room. She has a craft room in her house. She has totes and totes and totes and totes. She's got a garage full of knick-knack, paddywhacks, give a dog a clutter bone. Like, it's all sorts of shit. That's what her life is possessions and belongings that she's never going to do anything with. And then she's like, oh, I'm not crafty. Excuse me, you made that blouse out of, like, twine.
dog hair. She weaved it out
Dog
of
hair.
dog hair that
Dog
she
hair
found in
and
the dog
dental
park.
floss, for God's sake.
Yeah, she says she's not creative, and then they show clips of her going around the entire shop looking at each piece of empty white pottery that is available to paint. And she's picking pieces up and putting them down and can't decide what she wants to do. And I think that there's a lot of women out there who think that they are crafty. And then they get in a situation like this and they actually have to pull something out of their own ass.
Yeah.
And they can't do it. But if they were on Pinterest, they could completely copy another person's idea.
Fair enough.
But they probably couldn't come up with the idea on their own. And it doesn't mean you're not creative. Well, it means you're not creative. It doesn't mean that you're not crafty. Because if you're crafty, you can replicate something. If you're creative,
you're creating something.
You are literally coming up with the idea on your own.
Yep.
So I think that she's struggling to come up with a good idea on her own here.
I took away from it that she's just indecisive because it was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, like different pieces, different colors. The women all sit down with their pieces and they're going to start painting. And Meri's the last one to sit down and she's like, I don't know, what do you think of this color? And it's like, my God, mad girl. Like, what do you think, this pot's going to end up in the Smithsonian? Now, if we had our own clubhouse where we were interviewing people, we could ask Meri for her pottery to put behind us in the shot. And it could be like, that pottery's for Meri.
That would be so wonderful. She picks like a pea green color too, by the way. And it's like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to like this. Well,
Yeah. And it wasn't even like olive. It was like nuclear pea green. Like, what the fuck
Yeah.
is going on here?
It was like it belonged at like Chernobyl or something. I don't know. It was interesting.
Yeah. Definitely good for Meri's skin. Gives that nice green when the light hits her pot. When the light hits Meri's pot, it's going to reflect nuclear green onto her face.
Right? Maybe counteract a little of that orange. I don't think that's how it works.
Yeah.
But
When the wives are on the couch and they're discussing things, I was like, oh my God, Kimber. Meri's hair. Meri's hair.
we have had many a comment about Meri's hair, but I am telling you, when I say that this was something else, like on a next level of Meri's hair,
Yes.
it was fucking next level.
Yeah.
Like, I've thought I had seen it all with her hair, and then I saw this. We've said it before, and it reminds me of when you're going through a car wash, the thing that's got all the things that spin around and they flail outward. It literally looked like that. It was like whoosh, like off the side of her head in this sweeping large motion off each side.
Yeah. Multiple times. It was like, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
Imagine a Christmas tree, but you curl the ends of the branches like with an eyelash curler,
Like Dr. Seuss.
like a Dr. Seuss tree, and then just put her face in the middle of it.
Yeah. And that face. Ooh.
And she was orange as orange could be. Like,
Meri.
she went
Oh,
all
Meri.
out next level for these like couch interviews in this episode.
Yes.
It was something else.
It was like glamour shots without the glamour. I don't even know how to describe it. It's so weird. It was just shots.
She got a spray tan, probably done at like who knows where, but it's like she probably kept her turtleneck shirt on and got a spray tan of just her hands and her neck and her face.
Oh, God.
And it's very apparent.
See, I think Meri's fake and baking. I think she's in the
You
machine.
think she's going to a tanning bed?
Oh, yeah. I think she's at like $3 tan.
Oh.
Like, put on the baby oil. I'm jumping in the bulbs.
Well, she's got to be using one of those lotions then that's like, has bronzer, and it makes your skin tingle when you put it on.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not going to lie. At this point in time, like when these are being shot, I am that girl.
Yeah.
I am in the tanning bed way too often. I have the lotion. It puts the lotion on its skin and it gets in the tanning bed again.
Yeah.
That was me.
Maybe you and Meri have matching Playboy bunny sticker
Probably.
little white spots, whatever
We
that's
probably
called.
did. And she probably hid it and she's like, this is just for Kody.
Yeah. Look at
Yeah.
me. I'm such a devious little girl.
Yeah, so yeah, you're right. She could be, because I look back at pictures of myself and I wasn't getting a spray tan and I still look orange because your girl's pasty as fuck over here. So,
Well, you know.
yeah.
Meri loves a tanning bed. Meri loves a curling iron.
Or a flat iron just like flipping out on the end.
Yeah,
Either one. I
yeah.
don't know what this is, but
She loves to burn her skin and she loves to burn her hair.
yeah,
She's
right. All
very-
around just burning the fuck out of Meri.
That's Meri. She's just
Oh.
burning.
Yeah.
Burning love. Oh, Meri. It's so sad because
And they're burning pottery in this episode. Just put her in the
Yes.
kiln with the pottery, please.
Meri's like, put me in the kiln. It'll save me $15 next week.
It will.
Oh my God.
Give her those little tanning glasses and put her in there overnight.
Yeah,
Oh,
she and
boy.
Kody love to have those Donald Trump eyes, you know?
Oh my gosh.
Mhm.
They go back to the table with the women painting their pottery, and Erica is telling them all that she feels so blessed to have them as family.
Very blessed.
So blessed.
Even though she was a bit apprehensive about meeting them because, you know, she thought, well, are they going to be drinking the Kool-Aid? Ha 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 ha. And I was like, oh, this is Erica's first time being filmed. She was maybe a little no, it's not that she was uncomfortable. I don't know. How would we describe Erica?
I think she was like comfortable, but in a way that she doesn't get the gravity of the fact that she's being filmed. She seemed comfortable in a way that was like, honey, maybe you need to rein it in a bit, right? Maybe not be so comfortable.
Yeah.
Because, the comment about when I met the family for the first time, I wasn't sure if we'd be drinking some special Kool-Aid. Like, she said this like weird comment about drinking the Kool-Aid. We all know what that means. Jonestown Family Massacre. Not really something that you want to be referencing when you're talking about your in-laws and brothers and sisters-in-laws.
That are cult members.
I mean, probably not the best reference to be making.
Yeah. You're right. It's like, I don't know how to describe it because it's like she's comfortable, but her being comfortable is uncomfortable. Like, it was weird.
It was weird. I think she's probably been used to seeing them on TV for a couple seasons now, and so she feels maybe from watching the show or from watching other reality TV that she has got this shit on lock, and it's like, nah, probably not.
Well, I have to give her 2 enthusiastic thumbs up for her confidence. I think that's a beautiful thing, Erica. If you're listening, I applaud your confidence.
Right. Ooh, yeah.
God,
they
that
do
sounded so
mention again
condescending.
in this portion that Erica was of a different faith and that now Curtis and her are Christian. So first it's brought up, by Kody and him endorsing the fact that he lets his brother do what he wants. And now the women are bringing it up and they're going to endorse the brother's differences and the wife's differences. And so they make a point to bring it up again here, but in the context of the women's group.
They're very open-minded.
Yeah, so
They're
open-minded.
totally okay with their brother and sister-in-law being Christian.
Yeah.
Like, okay, whatever.
As long as you're worshiping a sky friend, right? Like, as long as you're strong in your convictions.
God bless.
God bless.
The brothers arrive at the biker bar they were going to, called the Pioneer Saloon. Now, that one I can actually say and comprehend. Unlike the Kiln store. Like, my God.
Boy.
Oh.
It's just because you relate so much more to the men, be honest.
Well, this is it. I'm raging testosterone-filled bull. I'm a beast of a man. And I also am an alcoholic. So, the Pioneer Saloon totally works for me. While they're there, Curtis gets up to get them drinks. And he's like, what can I get you? And Cody's like, a water. And they don't even show him asking Scott.
No.
But then when Curtis gets up to the barkeep comes up, the bartender, and he's like, what can I get you? And he's like, 2 ice waters.
And iced waters. 2 ice waters.
2 ice waters.
And they don't tell us what he orders.
No.
They cut it off before they say what he orders.
Totally. So there's they do a weird edit game where they don't show him ordering his drink. Instead, they make it seem like he's getting 2 waters, and the bartender's like, yeah, sure, like, whatever. Well, he got a beer.
He did get a beer.
He got a beer of some sort.
Some kind of beer. They're talking about how Scott is so uncomfortable. Like, Scott is uncomfortable. Scott is a rule follower. We shouldn't even be in a bar right now. We're patronizing a place that... Stop. We are in a place that serves alcohol, and we probably shouldn't even be here. And Scott is so uncomfortable.
Yeah, Scott is breathing in the sins through his nose. It's terrible. But he's not drinking the sins because he's got a nice, refreshing ice water at the oldest bar, the Pioneer Saloon in Vegas.
Right.
Boy, once again, we are on the town. This is Vegas.
Yeah.
This is how you do Vegas.
Well, this is what makes me wonder why Kody's riding bitch with Scott, because Curtis is having a drink.
A drink.
So why wouldn't Curtis be riding bitch with one of the non-drinkers?
Maybe that's what happens when they leave the bar, honey. We don't know that.
Okay.
Curtis was not drunk when they left the house.
I know, I'm just saying.
But who knows how drunk he was when they left Pioneer Saloon, because he's there with his weirdo narcissist showboat brother.
Yeah.
And then his grandpa/brother who's like, we shouldn't even be here. I'm a very repressed man.
Yeah, he has this look on his face and this tightness to his body throughout this whole episode, I would say. Like something might just be like up his butt. I don't know.
Not in the good way.
No, he's got this. I don't even know how to explain it. Like he has this like tightness about him where you can tell that he just isn't really comfortable, right? But it's more than that. I would say it's almost like this expectation that he has to be a certain way. And so he's putting on this like stoic front
Yeah.
because he doesn't want to do the wrong thing. And Kody does mention that, you know, he's the good one of the bunch. He's the one that's always been the rule follower and that Kody is kind of looked up to as well as like, these are what the beliefs should be. And you can tell in his body language, 1,000%.
One of the wives joke with Kody that he doesn't even know what the word rules means because
Yeah.
there's like Cody's not the rule follower.
Yep.
Scott does have this. It's like a combination of oldest child, oldest boy, being raised on a ranch by an asshole, strict, probably borderline abusive disciplinarian father.
For sure.
So we put all that together with a life of sobriety, and my God.
Yeah. No
So
shit.
Scott definitely looks like the kind of guy you're not going to ask to go out for a fun time in Vegas. Let's put it
Yeah.
that way. Like, oh my God.
Well, and Kody says too that Scott is the one that he wanted to get approval from before going public with the show. So the fact that Kody is looking to Scott for approval, Scott has to put on this front, even in front of his own brothers, probably, right? As the head of the family, if anything were to happen to the father.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, and it's like we met Cody's other brother up at the ranch in season 2.
Yeah.
We meet an uncle, and I think it's Cody's brother, another
Yeah.
brother who's the ranch hand. So that was the other brother that we don't meet or that's not in this episode. And he was more like a jokester, kind of like he struck me as a little bit more of a thinking man. Like he had put together new policies and procedures and like operations for how they were going to run the ranch.
Yeah.
But then he
you're
was also
right.
like joking with the kids. So his older brother, Scott, the oldest, I don't know that they really tell us what he does.
No, they don't tell us much about him. He's just kind of this stoic figure that is the strictest of the strict of the kids still or something.
This is where they circle back to how he has 2 wives. They live in 2 different homes, but next to each other. And this is hot off the heels of Kody trying to catch up his brothers on how they're trying to qualify for these 4 homes and that they're running into issues with that.
Yeah, Curtis is like, what's going on with the house building that's supposed to be happening? Like, he's been talking all this shit to his family, talking all this shit to his kids for how long now? And his brother's like, what's going on with those houses?
Yeah.
And I have to say here as well that this is when I notice how lumpy Scott's head is, and we can just move on from there.
Scott's head is lumpy.
Yeah.
Oh, Scott. Poor
Falling
Scott.
off one too many a horse, perhaps? Who knows?
Yeah.
Just saying.
Scott's had a rough life. He just has to be responsible for everything all the time. Those lumps on your head don't form because of no responsibility.
And looking at the 3 of them sitting here in this scene, I was thinking how Curtis just looks a lot better than them.
Yeah.
And I know there's an age difference, obviously, but his like teeth and everything are like nice and white, and he like just looks more put together, and he just looks healthier, if that makes sense, looking at the 3 of them. And yeah, like part of that could be age, but also part of it could be you're spreading yourself too thin and you have more wives than you can handle and children, perhaps. I don't know.
You know what they say? 1 wife will kill you. 2 wives will kill you early.
Oh, except for wives always outlive their husbands for the most part. The
Well, this is what I'm
statistics
saying.
show, yeah.
If you have 1 wife, you're gonna die for sure. Just like
Yeah.
we're all gonna die, but you're really gonna die.
I mean, speak for yourself.
And then if you have 2 wives, my God, you're gonna die. 3 wives, you're gonna die. You'll get lumps on your head. Your teeth will be nasty. It's gonna be very interesting. It's gonna be very interesting.
So later that night, Michael shows up. Everyone's super excited to see him. They run up to him, and it's this huge deal that Michael is there. And they say that Michael is 19 years younger than Kody.
Ooh, the youngest.
That's a lot.
The youngest Brown boy.
The youngest of the Brown boys.
Yes, we later find out that he's 24 years old.
Yeah.
He's only 24.
Michael is in the faith, but currently monogamous. And I thought maybe he was still dating or something. And then I see a wedding ring on his finger. So he is married and still monogamous, potentially looking. And they make a joke about him finding a wife on this trip. And hardy har har, apparently this is a big joke that polygamists make a lot about finding another wife. And cringe.
They got to get in their plig jokes.
They do.
Plig.
They do. And I looked at you and I said, he's actually really cute with his hat on.
Well, this is it. So to be fair, you were like, oh, he's really cute. And I was like, yeah, no, he totally is. And then the next thing we see is him without his hat on. And it was like, oh.
And I was like, oh, with his hat on.
With his hat on.
Yeah, backtrack.
Yeah, because, in the face, he does look, I don't know if he looks 24, but he looks, he's cute.
Mm-hmm.
With a hat on.
With a hat on. And it's not even about the hair. It's not even about the hair.
Right.
It was
the
just
lack of
like,
hair.
yeah, not about the lack of hair.
Yeah.
But there was something when he took his hat off and like his head shape was like different and it totally changed the way that he looked.
And they don't make it really clear at first that he is married to one woman. Like they don't tell us that detail. So when he starts joking about finding another wife, it's like, oh, you're married? Like, oh, okay.
Yeah, and they show him, I don't know if it was like they show him like petting one of the children or something, but he's like bending down and like his hand is out. And then I noticed the ring on his finger and I'm like, oh, okay.
Was it as big and beautiful as Janelle's jewelry, her elephant ring?
Not as gorgeous as the Elefante ring.
Gorgeous, darling.
No.
Gorgeous. At this point, we're blessed with a commercial break. Thank you, TLC, for paying everyone's bills. And then when we come back, the wives are talking about encouraging Kody to do boys' nights when the opportunities arrive because he just needs to get out with the boys. And we always say, go, go, go. And I'm like, how often does this happen? Probably it only happens like once a year.
Yeah.
So they're like, seriously, get the fuck out of the house.
Did you notice that they are all wearing that like bright royal blue except for Robyn?
Robyn.
And
is
she's
unique.
wearing like this bright magenta maroon color. And she is sitting on the like left side. And then it's all the other wives. And they're all wearing the exact same color except for her. And I noticed it at this point. They had to have coordinated that. And do you
think so?
I feel like they had to have because it was like the exact same, right?
See, I don't remember the colors.
It was this.
I remember what Robyn was wearing because it distracted me because she's always wearing like a purple or a magenta or something that's like.
It was magenta and they were all wearing like that bright blue. It was odd to me because to me it was either like they all coordinated and spoke and she didn't, or she needs to other herself and be the pick-me girl and like, oh, I'm sorry. She probably showed up to the interview and they had all agreed to wear that color and she showed up and she goes, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I just didn't have that color. I just actually didn't have it, or it was dirty, or like she had some excuse to stand out.
She's got to wear her purple. Her hues of purple.
Yeah, I think we've all had that, a girlfriend too, maybe in our friend group that says she's going to do something with the group and then shows up and is like, oh, well, like I just couldn't because of whatever. And it's like, nah, bitch, you just wanted to try to look better than the rest of us.
And they just, she deserves to burn at the stake. She's a witch.
She should. I mean,
burn
she's a
her in the public square.
Pick me, girl.
Pick me.
And this is just another one of those little like tiny things that it's like, a little thorn in the thing that they all are going to gather up. And then you're going to be like, my paw, it hurts. I stepped in thorns. I don't know. Whatever. It's like a thorn. You don't notice one thorn at first. And then all of a sudden there's like
and
they gather.
All of a sudden you're full of thorns.
I mean, all of a sudden it's like.
I love that.
You got burrs in your fur. You got thorns in your sides. And you're like, fuck, Robyn happened. That's what's happening slowly but surely here.
Don't let Robyn Brown into your life no matter what you do.
No.
When they show the boys at the gun range, the shooting range. See, I know a lot about motorcycles. I know a lot about shooting guns. This is just very much my expertise
You have one in your
area.
pants right now.
Arena. A gun.
Yeah.
Oh,
Pulls it
honey.
out of his holster. Bang, 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 bang.
Say
He
hello
shoots it
to
at
my
the ceiling.
little friend. Oh my God. Cody takes out his gift gun, and I immediately recognized it because it looks like it's like someone took a crayon box from when you were a kid and spray painted it black and then just put a little nozzle in the front. Like, it looks like almost like a play gun, like it would be in a movie, like the Mafia, but without the round thing in the front. And I'm like, God, Cody.
Mafia, but without the silencer on it.
Yeah,
Like he's
sure.
not going to go murk people in their sleep.
No, he wants to hear his gun shoot.
Yeah.
That little designer gun that
Bang, bang,
looks
bang.
like who even knows what.
He's going on and on about how excited he is about this and how he can smell the gunpowder in the air.
Yes, it turns him on. It gets his blood going.
He's getting hard over
His
it.
blood flowing.
Oh, yeah. Smelling that gunpowder in the air. Yeehaw!
I just saved myself $1,000 on therapy after shooting my gun.
All the men laugh. Yeah.
Oh, Cody, you're so funny, Cody. It was so not funny, but you know what?
No.
God bless Cody.
I mean,
He did say he was saving $1,000 on his psychotherapy, psychoanalysis. The word psycho was in there.
like
I was
psychotherapy.
Like, yes,
Yeah, I
yes.
just saved all this money.
It's like, oh, Cody.
How'd that end up for you, darling? We go to Janelle's house and they are making sushi?
Sushi.
Or what is supposed to be sushi?
Sushi.
What in the actual hell is this?
There was some seaweed. There was some rice. I don't know that I was able to really decipher anything else that was going on.
There was a loose roll happening.
There was the loosest roll I have ever seen.
I mean, come on with this loose roll.
Yeah, like that sushi roll gave birth that morning. Like it was like, ooh.
Yeah, I literally wrote down, looks like shit.
Yeah. Literally.
Looks like shit.
The loosest rolls you've ever seen in your entire life. And it's like weird. They like gave us a couple snippets of Janelle talking, particularly to Erica. I'm sure Erica was feigning like, never had sushi. Oh, I'm just from the rolling hills of Wyoming.
It's the first time I've ever had sushi in my life.
Right. Like, oh God. And it's like, you're going to have this. This is not sushi, by the way. This is some shit bought somewhere and terribly assembled by Janelle and clan.
Yeah,
So,
you poor thing.
My
If this
God.
is your first exposure to sushi,
yeah.
then God, that sky friend really needs to bless you some
Get
more.
on your knees and pray because what you're eating is not real sushi.
It's not like they even try to tighten the roll up. Like they try to cut it with a knife. They show like a clip of it being this roll being cut with a knife and it's just like smashing it in half even more. And it looks so unappetizing. And then they feed it to Erica and this poor woman.
This poor woman.
Just, I don't even know. I just feel bad for her in this moment.
There's a couple of soundbite moments where Janelle's like, yeah, some people say it's a texture thing. And I'm like, what are you feeding her? Please don't tell me that you went somewhere and got raw fish to put into this thing that you're giving her. Like, no.
It didn't look like
please.
tempura. Like it did look like raw salmon
Oh my
or
God.
or raw tuna.
I hope it was at least smoked or something.
I
'cause
hope it
my
was.
God. The last thing Janelle needs to be doing is serving people raw food. Holy fucking shit.
Can you imagine? Poor Erica gets on the flight back home and she's just like got diarrhea out the
She's got,
wazoo.
like food poisoning from the loosest rolls you've ever seen.
Loosest stools from the loosest rolls.
Erica's got a loose stool from her loose roll.
From her loose sister-in-laws.
Yes, from loose ass Janelle. Oh my God. Janelle the floozy. Wow, this is so good. And
What
she's
goes
like, just
around
get me
goes
back
around.
to Wyoming safely, please, Sky Friend, please. Oh my God.
Losing it in that toilet, bracing herself with her hands on each side of the tiny little bathroom.
Yes.
Cursing Janelle.
Oh man, poor Erica. Well, she was
No.
exposed to a lot in Vegas,
Oh.
The worst sushi I've ever seen.
They
Oh,
do
wow.
show us another couch moment here where the wives are having a little chit chat about Erica, and Christine says, she would make a great sister wife. And then they all make this weird, like, well, not to us. She's our, choking on their tongues, like,
Weird
comment?
moment. Weird moment.
It was a very weird moment. Like, the producer should have just, like, cut it, but I
Yeah.
feel like it was a little, like, snub weirdo moment.
I'm not sure what the purpose of it even is because it's like she's their sister-in-law, right?
But
like,
none of them know how to say that.
Yeah, like what is she to us? It's like she's your husband's brother's wife. Like it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, like she shouldn't be your sister wife. Like,
Right.
why are you?
Like she shouldn't leave her husband to marry her husband's brother. Janelle,
It was weird.
oh my God, married to Mary's brother and then married to Mary's husband. Fucking Janelle.
Yeah, it was a weird comment. And then they all kind of like laugh and backtrack. I couldn't even figure out which one of them it was because they all had this weird reaction.
And it served what purpose? Who knows?
Literally none at all, because then they go to the boys at dinner.
After they shoot the guns, they go to a casino for dinner.
They need to fill their gullets with some grub after shooting all those guns.
And Janelle has so many loose rolls at home.
They don't want nothing to do with them loose rolls. They're going to go out for some
Not
steak.
the loose stools from the loose rolls. Oh my God. Oh, wow. And with chopsticks, I mean, there's so many elements. So many elements.
I didn't even notice the chopsticks. I saw him
chopsticks.
feeding it to her with her fingers.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Oh.
Oh, God. So while the boys are sitting at this restaurant, which is, I guess a fancy restaurant, I don't think it was a fancy restaurant. I think it was a normal restaurant. It did have high ceilings.
And horrible overhead lighting shining on all of their foreheads.
Yes, there was a lot of. This is the thing: is it was not that fancy. There was like murals on the wall that were like, I don't know.
It was in a casino. The restaurant was in a
Gangster.
casino. A lot of bad overhead lighting. A lot of receding hairlines.
Like French fries coming with this dinner.
Yeah.
Yet someone. I think it was Michael who was ordering a salad, and the server said something about, did you catch which vinaigrette it was?
I did not know.
The server said something like, it comes with and we're not even talking hoity-toity. We're talking like
probably like a raspberry
vinaigrette. Like literally super basic. And Michael just waits and he's like, ranch?
I'll take some ranch.
Like, oh my God. Like, yes. I mean, listen, I love me some ranch.
I mean,
Maybe when
we're
you're
from
at-
the Midwest.
Right,
we get the
yeah.
ranch and everything.
I'm not mad at some ranch, but like maybe when you're at the restaurant and you're ordering a salad and they recommend the vinaigrette, you just get the vinaigrette. But hey, who am I? Got to get that ranch, Michael.
Yeah, who the hell are you to say that? Shut them loose lips up or you're going to get some loose stools, okay?
Who the hell are
The
you to
loose
say
rolls.
that? Wow.
Who
Oh
are
my
you to
God.
say don't get the ranch, mister? I like
Oh
ranch.
my God. This episode's really bringing something out of Kimber.
Oh, that just, I can't.
All that brown testosterone, you're just driven crazy.
I was just being driven nuts. Michael says that God will need to hit him over the head with a 2x4 to show him when his next wife is coming.
Yes.
And I'm just like, hello, I'm right over here. Hit him with that 2x4, please.
Let's see, Michael Brown. I might have to go see if he's still around on the internet somewhere.
Oh, I wish we'd have done the math to know how old he is now. He was 24 at the time, so he's probably like mid to late 30s, I'm guessing.
So all I have to do is take some photos of you, catfish him, set up this perfect romance, and then before I know it, I'm related to Kody fucking Brown. Well, how am I related? No, that we are not related.
Well, I did offer to carry your child in my womb, so we could be.
Michael Brown, I'm carrying child.
We get this weird family tree going on just like them. Oh, no.
Yes. Michael Brown, this is Kimber. She's pregnant with my child. I have been catfishing you on the internet. See, it's the start of a perfect romance.
Sounds like it.
Oh, yeah, you'd have to, leave your husband first and all
Oh,
that.
no.
Oh,
what
no,
about
you
them
could
brother
be polygamous.
husbands?
This is it, brother husbands. TLC, if you're listening.
Oh,
ding,
God.
ding, 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 ding. Oh, you already have the built-in audience from Sister Wives.
Right.
It could be like a Bravo show where they start one show into another. It's like, all of a sudden there's a transition. I'm seeing the inner producer in me is going mad.
Hope you like loose rolls, loose lips, and loose stools. Here she is.
On the rolling plains of Wyoming. Michael does say that they're not on the hunt, but they're open for a second wife. So he does need to get beat over the head with a 2x. I was going to say beat over the face. He does need to get smacked in the face by a 2x4. And then he might be open to another wife. But, we'll see. A weird thing happening here is a voiceover or a spotlight moment from Kody where he says it's been years since he's hung out with his brothers like this. And I found that to be a little, I don't know, weird. I don't know how much time people spend with their siblings, but like I hang out with my brothers when I go home in this vein, like once or twice a year. And that's because that's how often I go home. I don't like go home to visit and then not hang out with them. So I found it to be a little weird that they are, I guess not all of the brothers are that close. Like there's Wyoming and Utah. So it's a bit of a thing.
When you got one with 16 kids, then you got Kody, like 16 kids and 2 wives.
Yeah.
And then you've got this whole clusterfuck of a situation going on with Kody. And then the other 2 brothers, like they are married. So I imagine it's not easy to get together. And if they were to want to get together, it probably would be expensive. And when you have these huge families, that chance just probably doesn't come along very often. Now, with the show involved, the show probably foot the bill for this. So it makes sense that they're like, oh, yeah, sure, we can make this happen now because it's on someone else's dime.
Yeah, they probably did pay
essentially.
for like flight and hotel and stuff like that.
They definitely did. I mean, there's no way that they wouldn't have paid for at least some of this at this point in the show. Now, I live very close to my sister, and I still don't see her as frequently as you might assume because we have little children.
Yeah.
So, I mean, when I think of that, I'm like, it's not super shocking to me.
I guess it just stood out to me because I happen to see my brothers more regularly.
Yeah.
And I'm like the black sheep homo who's like, gonna impregnate my friend who's sleeping with polygamists and, all like I'm the weirdo, but
you're lucky you're still invited around.
Well, yeah. They're happy to have me.
I'm sure they are.
Now we cut to Meri's house, where Kody is leading another Sunday service. Oh, Kody, the spiritual leader of the Brown family. It is a little odd that Kody is leading this service as opposed to his oldest brother. Maybe his oldest brother is like, well, it only makes sense that you lead the service. It's your home base.
I'm sure it has something to do with that because Kody starts it all out and he's preaching about charity. And then his brother Scott does join in and does like a passage or something. And then we get commentary from Janelle that she's glad to have other people join in because it gets boring when it's just them. They don't have a church community here, so it's always just them. So she's thankful to have other people joining.
Yes, they just have these services in their homes because there is no polygamous church in Vegas. And it would be boring to listen to your parents. It's already boring when you're a kid going to church. And then can you imagine it's like your dad? I'd be like, oh my God.
Right.
I mean, oh my sky friend.
And I'm surprised because she also makes a comment that Curtis's sermon or passage made the most impact, she believes.
Yeah. Well, Curtis, when he's sermoning. I don't know what it means to sermon or what the word is to sermon. Curtis sermons about how they all serve one God. The gist is just to like not force dogmas on others, basically. It's like
the hypocrisy of doing that when you believe in, what you are preaching.
I think his example was about forcing someone to eat meat on Sabbath.
Yeah,
or like
eating meat on Sabbath.
Like, yeah, whatever day. I don't
Yeah.
know. Kody seemed to be like, he took it well, like he was listening and seemed like he was taking it in.
Yeah, I think that there's crossover probably in the religions. He's not necessarily believing in the Book of Mormon anymore, but they're still Christians, right? So there is that crossover and
they practice Hanukkah.
Right, Hanukkah.
Paper plates.
Oh gosh. They did a close up of Scott's face while he was watching Curtis, and he's got this stoic face on, and like a fuzz or a fly or something floats across like right in front of his face.
Yes.
And I just was like, he's got this stoic look, and then there's just like something floating across like right in front of his face. And I don't know.
It's so good.
It
It's
caught
so
my
real
eye.
life. Yeah, it's so
Caught
real
my
life.
eye.
Like, well, I guess we're going to keep this shot in, even though there's like a gnat flying in front of the brother.
Well, it's like, zzz, like that's probably what he's thinking. Like, I still love my brother. I don't want to be that hypocrite, but like, fuck this shit. I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. He's the one that has had trouble coming to terms with the fact that his brother is no longer part of the Mormon faith.
Right.
So he's listening to his younger brother
Mm-hmm.
preach, and
Proselytize.
and it was just kind of ironic that they get this clip of him and it's like bzz, whatever right in front of his face.
It's always fun to see the pious judge others and be all concerned about their families for not having a faith. And it's like,
Right.
I don't want to say like worry about yourself, but literally worry about yourself. Like, my God.
Yeah, I mean, Kody basically just says back what his brother just said. And he's like, oh, yeah, this is really interesting because, and just puts what his younger brother said just into different words. And it's like, okay, yeah, you had to have the last word there in your family home preaching about charity to everybody. It was like, yeah, okay, we get it, Kody.
Yeah, he mansplains to his brother.
Yeah,
He's
who
like-
just said
Like,
something
I know it's not mansplaining, but you know that thing where
to the
it's-
whole family. He's
where
like,
it's-
got to dumb it down.
I'm going to like restate what you said slightly different and make it seem like I said it. Like, oh my God. Kody.
Literally exactly what he did. And then we get Janelle, who is in this little monologue about how she's so worried that she hasn't taught Logan enough about her strong testimony and how she feels about her testimony. And he's leaving soon, and she's just so worried that she hasn't imparted her beliefs on him enough. And she's like almost in tears talking about
Yeah,
it. And
her eyes
it's-
are welled up.
Ugh.
She's worried she hasn't done enough to instill the faith in her kids. Oh my God. It's like, Janelle, take your burning bosom and chill. And,
Yeah.
you know, interspliced with her having this like very emotional response, because Janelle's usually like pretty even keeled. So it's a little jarring. Like, it's like, got it. Faith is important to
Yeah.
you. Yes, you had a testimony. Yes, you hope your kids are getting it. Also, your kids are like engulfed in this. Like, I don't think that Logan doesn't understand your faith. And interspliced with this is clips of Logan leading them in a prayer.
Right.
So, like, Logan is leading the family in a prayer, and she's being like, I just don't know that I've done enough. And it's like, I guess that is a little bit of parenting. Like, you never feel like you've probably done enough. But, like, I'm pretty sure your kid's been beaten over the head with your faith plenty.
She is the one during this whole entire segment that's talking about how she's glad to have people joining and how Curtis made a good impact and all this stuff about Logan. And I think she's really getting in her feels about missing her community and missing that Mormon influence from others. And I think she's worried in this scenario that they've put themselves in, that they have separated from the church too much and that maybe this has been a bad influence on him. That's kind of what I'm getting from this moment.
A mother's intuition. You might know what she's thinking, what she's feeling.
Yeah, I
that
think
burning
she's
bosom.
realizing how far they've gotten away from their faith. And especially with Scott here, who is the person that Kody looked up to. I just did
overlooker.
wide eyes at
Yeah,
Chris.
the overlooker.
He's the-
Yes.
I think she's realizing how distant they've gotten from their original
From
path,
their cult.
perhaps?
From
yeah.
their literal cult.
Yeah.
And that is something that I don't know that they reflect on, because they try to move so far away from being members of the AUB and of this cult for the show. Like, it comes up, but it doesn't really come up. Like, they avoid it in their way. And so there must have been so many times of reflection where it's like, oh my gosh, like it wasn't so long ago where they were living in the compound or in their, split level.
Right.
And their kids were going to like the church school and they were like, oh, everyone's going to be polygamist and blah, blah, blah. And now they're in Vegas with a camera crew. Very different.
I mean, imagine the opposite. Imagine you move from where we live, which is a pretty liberal city, and
in a Yankee state.
we live in like a pretty progressive area.
Yeah.
Imagine moving from here to a small town in Utah. Like, imagine if the roles were reversed, how completely out of it you would feel and how othered you would feel, and you would just feel completely out of your element, like a fish out of water. And I think that this is one of the first moments where they're actually bringing it up and relating it to the faith. They keep talking about how they're not living next to each other and how it's so different because their homes aren't together, but they've never really touched on the religious part of it, other than that one episode where they talk about taking the kids to a Christian camp once in a while for the camaraderie of
friends. Yeah.
Good kids.
Yeah.
But other than that, they don't really talk about it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a little insight into Janelle's mind here.
That makes sense. And just to make it crystal clear, if I was to move to a small town in Utah, I would be the belle of the ball.
Of course. No one's saying you
With
wouldn't
those
be, darling.
Down low, freaky loser Mormon freaks. What a weird life that would be. Oh my God. Anyway, so let's not think about me moving to that region.
Rural Utah.
I feel like they wrapped up to leave, but it was like real quick.
They did, but it was after this sermon. It was almost like this was like their little goodbye. They're leaving. But
like they literally were packing up bags and leaving.
Yeah, they don't make a thing of it.
Later that day, or the next day, or the day after that, or the week after that, we cut to Christine's house, where we're going to meet with Mona, everyone's favorite Las Vegas realtor. Real estate agent. I'm not sure if she's actually a realtor. But Mona, real estate agent, meeting with her. She is all business. She asks how they're feeling. So maybe she's not all business. She's like, how are you feeling?
And she's got that cleavage out.
Ooh.
She's got that cleave out.
I missed the boobies.
She kind of reminds me of not a fortune teller in this moment, the way she's looking. She reminds me of somebody that you'd be sitting next to in a movie, and she would tap you on the shoulder and she'd be like, excuse me, do you know somebody named Gregory? I'm getting something from somebody named Gregory, and he has a message for you from beyond. She looks like, what was her name? Like Sylvia
Brown.
Sylvia Brown!
Yes.
Yes, who used to go on Oprah and like weird shows.
Well, she was a little more like Mari, but...
Okay, Mari.
Psychic?
A medium. A psychic medium.
Yes,
she looks like that in this moment. She's
totally
got her
does.
little her boobies
like
out.
She was going to take out a crystal and be like, hold this in your hand. Yeah.
And it will help you get your homes.
Yeah.
But this is when I noticed something. Because I was looking at Mona's cleavage.
Oh.
And then they went to Kody, and I noticed that it looks like Kody is wearing a Prada dress shirt.
Yes.
And it's a boring tan shirt, but it has what looks like a Prada logo on one of the like upper left pockets.
Yeah, like a chest pocket, the upper flap.
Yeah.
And it is weird because it's like a light tan button up everyday ordinary shirt.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think anything special of it at all. But you said, is that a Prada logo? And I was like, it's the triangle.
We had to pause it and rewind, and you couldn't really tell, but it looked like a Prada shirt. And I'm like, okay, if this isn't Prada, even if it's knockoff fake Prada, you're trying to look a certain way right now, and you're talking about your homes and your finances and how you can't afford these homes, and you're sitting here wearing a shirt that looks like a Prada shirt.
And to be fair, the ugliest Prada shirt I've ever seen, which is part of the reason that I don't know if it's Prada, because it didn't look like designer.
Well, it looks like Banana Republic, like circa that era.
Yeah.
Like the quintessential Banana Republic from back in the
Little
day where you
basic.
look like you're going on a safari.
Right.
I don't know.
It was hard to tell, but it either is Prada or is fake Prada. And then immediately from that, they cut to show, like Meri, and she's wearing her like spaghetti strap, and it's like these women look like they are just walked
Right.
out of like a flea market.
And Robyn has her purse sitting on the ground right in front of her, and it's like this bright red leopard print plasticky satchel bag.
Yes.
And it looks like something from The Buckle,
Okay.
but like very, very gaudy.
Right.
I don't even know.
Oh,
There's a lot
God.
going on that I noticed
Right.
in this scene. It was like the cleavage drew my attention in.
Yeah.
And then I started noticing these tidbits about everybody there. And it's like, what in the actual fuck is happening
Yeah.
visually for me? Like, I was just
It was a
blown
lot.
away.
It was a lot.
It was a lot to take in.
And Janelle says that she is discouraged. That's her feelings when Mona asks how they're feeling. She says she's discouraged.
So discouraged.
And understandably so. And to remind everyone, in our last episode, they found out that they could be approved for some untraditional financing, potentially, that would require a 40% down payment. However, the 4 lots that they were looking at where they were building the 2 model homes, one of the homes sold. So, it's kind of like, cool, you could have really, really expensive financing, but
Yeah,
you can't get
private
4
lending.
house. Yeah, private.
Yeah.
So that's where we left off on our last things. That's right, because Tanya, remember Tanya?
No, that's Tanya and her
She was like,
boring
"Oh, I've got
fucking
an
shirt this
yes,
time."
yes."
So
And she was like,
disappointing.
"I've got an update from Mona. They sold one of the houses," and we were like, "Tanya, may you burn in hell," because
with the disappointment of your boring outfit this time around.
oh god. And then the Prada logo blinded us, and it was like, "What the hell is going on here?"
Yeah.
Mona says that we were looking at unconventional financing because 2 of the houses were in progress being built, and that put them in a different classification, I guess, qualification.
It doesn't even make sense to me.
I don't quite follow it. I'm not going to pretend to know these things. But then Mona, she's got the cleavage, and she says, there are 4 vacant lots at the other end of the street. And it's like,
Yeah.
are you fucking kidding me? So,
In the cul-de-sac.
yes.
At the end of the street.
At the end of the street, that there's 4 vacant lots and that they could have more time to qualify and work on their credit because there's no homes being built at the time. So they don't have to worry about someone coming in and buying the homes. All they're going to need is 5 to 10% down for traditional financing.
As opposed to 40% down.
Like, insane. It's like, was this just for television? Like this whole rigmarole?
Everything seems very weird. They might be buying the property instead of buying directly from the developers. So
Well, and
maybe.
what we do find out, though, is they do work with developers to customize their homes.
Okay.
So,
I know they were going to do
yeah.
that for these first homes.
Yeah.
So maybe it's different because there's some sort of like contract with the developers in these lots that are already being built on, but the other lots, there's
Because there's
something
already
else?
a homestead in progress that could make it different for the financing.
Yeah, perhaps. It just seems odd to me because I would almost think that it would be more expensive to start from scratch with empty lots.
Yeah, I don't really
So,
know.
I guess I'm just confused by it. It doesn't make sense to me. I currently am living in the first home that I have ever like purchased, like with my husband. So I don't know a lot about
Yeah.
home buying, but
Well, and there's been a few references to the market in Vegas at this point. Like Kody's all about like how it's a down market, it's a depressed market. They need to jump on it. So I'm not sure. I mean, basically their homes were super affordable in the sense that they turned around and sold them for a profit years later. Like,
yeah.
the market was in their favor. They do work with I know they work with the developer because they literally get the same like model homes where they go in and customize
Okay.
them. Yeah. But then it's so great because there's this moment where after Mona tells them they might be able to qualify for traditional financing.
Janelle.
Queen Janelle.
Wow.
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 She's just wowed.
Wow.
Maybe she was in a coma after her loose stool. Just like, my
They're all
God.
like just weak
Yeah,
and
they're weak.
pale
It's
from
like
having
this-
diarrhea for how many days?
This is 3 days later. They're like, we can't film for 3 days because everyone's recovering from their food poisoning.
Everyone had really loose stools for some reason the last few days. We're just getting over it just now.
God, it's so wrong. And anyone who's seen this show, if you have not watched this show, if you don't know what Janelle Brown looks, if you don't know, I hope we've given you an adequate look into who Janelle Brown is. This is not a woman you want making you sushi. No.
I just don't want any white person making me sushi if I'm being fucking honest. I'm so sorry.
I'd eat my own sushi. I know how to make a roll pretty tight, girl.
Okay, I shouldn't say any white person.
A gay person. You can trust a gay white man to make you some sushi.
Oh my gosh. I should say I wouldn't want most white people to make me sushi.
Amen.
I mean, under seasoned
But even
food.
making sushi, I know we're going back. I need to get over it.
What?
But I don't think that I don't know.
It looked like raw fish.
See, I can't believe there would be raw fish. That's insane. I would never serve someone raw fish in my kitchen being like, I'm just going to willy-nilly it. Like, oh my God, no.
I mean, I think my husband would do this.
Well, yeah, but your husband.
But he's a good cook.
He's a good cook.
Yeah.
And he does leave things out for too long. So I don't know.
He does. He does. And I gotta say, a lot of the time, I just am like the person that walks by because I'm just like, when's it gonna get put away?
When's it going to get put away?
And I shouldn't let it happen either, but
Well, it is funny how it's like an hour and then like 2 hours. And I'm like, that food is still sitting out on the fucking
oh
counter.
no, I know. Trust me.
Oh, man. But you know what? If your husband wanted to make me sushi, I would say, let's go to the grocery store and let me watch you buy it. Let
And
me
then
watch you roll it.
When I was younger, I watched Oprah like every day after school. And she would have like specialists on that would talk about certain things. And there was one time she had somebody on that was talking about cleaning, and they went into like depth about all the bacteria in certain areas and this and that. And I literally went on a cleaning spree that day, and my mom came home and the entire house was like spick and span. And she's like, what happened? And my mom to this day jokes about how I was that kid that all of a sudden she'd come home one day and like everything would have been cleaned like top to bottom.
Yeah.
And it would just happen like every few months. This is just how I was.
Right.
And there was a point in one of these shows where they talked about food. And they talked about leftovers and how soon they should be put in the fridge after you are done with them or everyone's done eating them. And there were a lot of people, they had those little tablets that you could like put in your answer of what you
Right.
thought it would be. And so many people thought you had to wait for the food to fully cool before putting it away in the fridge.
Okay.
When that's just not true. Like, you should just put it away as soon as everyone's done eating it, regardless of if it's warm or not when you put it in the fridge.
Okay.
And I've never asked my husband, but part of me wonders if he thinks that there's like this certain thing that he needs to be doing. I don't know.
Oh, girl.
I hope not. I don't know.
All I know is I've seen a similar TV show where they showed the close-ups of the like things
Yeah.
that start to grow out of the food pretty
Yeah.
quickly, like the little bugs and
Yeah, we're going on a side tangent, but yeah, I totally know exactly
loose
what you're
stools,
talking about.
loose
now.
stools.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. Trust me.
Mona tells them that there are no alternatives that she's found in looking at, properties or at other avenues for them to take. Given that her update was so like, oh yeah, turns out there's 4 lots down the road and the financing would actually be better. Do I trust Mona? Jury's out. I don't want to call Mona a bad real estate agent because I'm hoping to have her as a guest on the podcast.
Oh, yes.
Mona, can you hear me? Mona, if you're out there, we'd love to ask you about Vegas real estate. We'd also like to ask you if you've ever had a loose stool from Janelle's loose sushi rolls. But I don't know. I mean, whatever. I guess according to Mona, there's nothing else they can do, which I don't believe. But we'll just go with it. It's television.
Well, we kind of almost have to believe her because at this point, it's obvious that she's a medium and probably has a crystal ball somewhere. And so she
Yes.
knows for a fact that this is all that there is.
She has looked in that crystal ball.
And to be fair, to be fair, she is dealing with an unconventional situation here, and she is looking for 4 motherfucking homes.
True. Where
in the
the
same area.
financing is all intertwined because, like, Kody's on whose homes, how, and, like, they don't really dive into that, but it's got to be a mess.
And it's mentioned in this clip, of course, like you said, that they could have time to build their credit up. And I'm wondering what that means.
The
really.
only one that I know of at this point, based on the show and, like, what we know, is that Robyn has bad credit.
Right.
And they've definitely not hidden that from us. So I think as we go through the next episodes, we might find out that she's not the only one. But for sure, Robyn.
Well,
For
because
sure,
in
Robyn.
their book, they talk about how they keep their finances separate. But we've talked in this, podcast before how we don't quite understand how they split it up, and that we would hope they'd be smart enough to have an LLC at this point and be splitting the income from the show so that it looks like they each have their own income. But are they smart enough to be doing that? We don't fucking know. So it will be interesting to see if we get more clarity about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And rumor mills about, just like with all polygamists and the AUB and these fundamentalist cults,
Yeah.
the years of potentially doing things to qualify for government assistance where maybe there's some
Yeah, some finagling.
fudging. Yeah,
Yeah.
like, oh, I dropped the white out over these numbers. Like, who
Yeah.
knows? And maybe some bankruptcies
And it
where
can bite
you
you in the
just
ass.
rack up a bunch of credit card debt and then declare bankruptcy.
Yeah.
And you have multiple incomes, so you're not actually destitute. You're just declaring bankruptcy.
If you're single and you've never been married to that person, they can't come after that person's money.
Right.
Now, if I were to divorce my husband and file bankruptcy, they would go after my husband's money.
Let's do it next
So-
week. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm just saying you couldn't even do that. Like you
Right,
cannot
right.
do that. It
Yeah.
doesn't work. So if you're in
And
this
Kody's only legally married to Meri.
right. So if you're in this polygamous quote unquote marriage in the church's eyes, but not in the government's eyes, you can do a lot of things like that. And I suppose, like, why wouldn't you, especially if you've got all these kids and your husband's in and out of work and some of the wives aren't working? I mean, I'm not trying to say that it has happened,
Right.
but we can imagine.
Allegedly.
Yeah,
Who knows? Rumor mill.
right.
Not based on facts.
Yep.
Our legal department said that we cannot prove these claims. Okay. So they are all talking about their hopes to wrap up this episode, right? Like, it's like, okay, we're coming to the end of the episode. They're all going to give their like, and Robyn says, oh, it's like you're telling me that. Okay, that was way too fast. Robyn. Oh no, she's still fast at this point. She hasn't had the gas leak in the house yet. So she's like, I think what I'm hearing you tell me is that there might be a second chance. It's like, yes, Robyn, you fucking moron.
It's even worse than that.
Oh, God.
She goes, you're basically offering us a second chance at hoping.
Yes!
I was like,
I knew I was doing too
What?
good for Robyn. That was amazing, honey. You do a good Robyn.
star
Love
of every
it.
show I've ever been in. So
Well, and then someone else said something. I don't know. And then Christine said, it would take an absolute miracle to get into the homes at this point. She's not feeling so optimistic.
No.
And, Christine, based on how she looks, I wouldn't be too optimistic either. Her skin is awful in these episodes. Like, she's going through something. I don't know.
she is, and we haven't heard a lot from her in the last
This
couple
is
episodes, I don't
it.
think. Like,
It's like she was being shamed by Robyn and shamed by Kody, and then she tried to apologize and all these things, and now she just looks like a mess.
yeah, something's going on with her here, and I think that they've kind of kept her quiet the last couple episodes, so I don't know.
It's true.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even want to I don't want that to pile onto the Christine hate. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
In these episodes, she looks like she's like just woke up and didn't even really care and came to the job. Like,
Yeah.
it's a little Janelle vibes.
She's checked out. She's checked out.
She is checked out. She is checked out.
Ugh.
Oh, I'm so mean.
Yeah, well, they leave us on a real high here with that quote from her at the end. That's
Right.
literally the end.
That's literally the end of
The
her being
end.
like, I don't have much hope.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Thanks, Christine. The time has come for you to choose a mustard seed for this fabulous episode.
Mustard seed.
I have confidence in you.
My mustard seed is going to Erica. And I will tell you, it's going to Erica because she is just full of so much hope and light and joy. And she's like, thank fucking God that my husband doesn't believe this bullshit anymore, but I can have fun with it while I'm here and see these crazy ass like brother and sister-in-laws of mine and enjoy it. And then sayonara back to my normal fucking life.
Yes.
And like we said, she has this energy about her where she is kind of, I don't even want to say oversharing, but she's got this optimistic energy about her in her clips that she is in. And so, Erica, you are getting my mustard seed.
That's amazing. Erica does deserve this mustard seed.
Yeah.
Right. Imagine marrying into that family. Like,
Well,
oh my God.
Her husband
nuts.
says at one point, like, are you ever worried about me deciding I want a second wife? And they both laugh about like how ridiculous it is. And she's like, no. And
Yeah.
he's like, no, I don't want that. Don't worry about it. And it's just kind of funny because they're part of the family, but they're so far removed from the lifestyle and religion at this point that she feels comfortable and confident in her marriage. And I'm like, you go, girl. You do you.
I think I'm going to give my mustard seed to Curtis
Okay.
because Curtis and Erica make a beautiful couple.
They do.
And Curtis has the personal strength and convictions to follow what he thinks is right. And so he has chosen a path that is not polygamy just because his family is entrenched in the cult. And I also like that when they talk about, I'm sure a producer prompted it or something, but he's talking about having bringing in a second wife, and he's like, no, like, it's just not for me. Like, I wouldn't want to do it. And it's authentic. Like, he knows that he's like
for sure.
a one-person, and I appreciate that. And he also seemed like an all-around nice guy. Like, he probably was the brother I'd want to hang out with if someone was like holding a gun to my head and being like, you have to hang out with one of them. I'd be like, Curtis. Now, if they said you have to sleep with one of them, I would say Michael. But hang out with one of them, definitely Curtis.
You'd have to fight me for that one.
Oh! See, I was tempted to give Michael my mustard seed, but then I thought, no, I'd give him a different kind of seed. So I'm going to go with Curtis.
As long as
seed.
Michael keeps his hat on during any
Right.
exchanges.
I'm like, can you put on one of those hats that has like ears?
Like a Mickey Mouse
Like,
hat? What
well, yeah, like a bear, like a koala bear or something. I'd be like, oh, you're so cute. Well, because he needs something to like make that head the right shape. I don't know. Anyway, Curtis gets
Are
my
you
mustard
talking about
seed.
a trapper hat?
Maybe. I don't know. Like Danny Go.
That's like a flying cap.
Oh, see, I don't know these words. I don't know how.
Okay.
So Curtis, take my seed. Okay. Now, shit stain, darling. Shit stain. This one's going to be real.
Oh boy. I feel like there's some contenders here and not very like strong.
Agreed.
I feel like there's a lot of like weak contenders. Like they all had maybe like a little bit of loose stool here and there.
The loose
But
stool.
like a full blown blowout other than poor Erica on the plane on the way home.
A little smear. Like
A little
smear from the loose stool.
My shit stain is gonna go to Meri, and not because of the hair alone, but because of her falsifying the record of not being crafty.
Right.
After all of that she has said
Yes.
and all of the hand sewn pajamas that she has done.
Yes.
This bitch has the audacity
Thank you.
to walk through the Artful Potter. She walks that ass through the Artful Potter.
And that hair.
With that hair and has the audacity to pretend that she is not crafty. And it's just a ploy.
She's a liar and a fraud.
It's just a ploy.
It totally, totally is.
Let's get a little more screen time.
Thank you for reminding everyone at home and
Yeah.
me about the Christmas pajamas.
Yeah.
She literally makes pajamas for all the kids.
Every single
And
motherfucking Christmas.
she does, like, she's insane. She does decor and decorating for every holiday.
Right?
Like, just Valentine's Day, she had all the shit on the table. It doesn't make any sense.
Yet all of the women are halfway done painting their projects and she's still perusing the shelves like as if there aren't like only 20 projects to fucking pick from in this place. Like, get your ass out
Her
of here.
issue is that she's indecisive and never happy. Not that she's not
True.
crafty.
True.
And I mean, I can relate.
Yeah. So what about you?
That's a good shit stain.
Who's your
My
shit
shit stain definitely goes to Janelle for thinking that she should be making sushi in her home for an out-of-state guest. What sparked this?
She might as well have given her a coffee enema in the bathtub while she was visiting, right?
Yeah, that would have been better, I think.
At least it would have been expected.
It would have, yeah, I'm curious the origin stories of this loose sushi because, like, my God, I wouldn't be surprised if it was one of the kids suggested it. If a producer told her to do it, that is like malpractice. Like, that is wrong.
Sue the fuck
They
out of
should
America.
be held liable for
Sue
these
them for that tapeworm that you just found out that you have from 10 years
Right.
ago from this
I was gonna
scene.
say, Erica, what is that called when a crime is no longer whatever?
Oh, the statute of limitations on food poisoning.
Erica, if the statute of limitations has not run out, investigate this because you might have a case. I'm sorry, Janelle, but you just should not be serving anyone sushi.
Well, and it was one of the kids too that was rolling it up and like cutting it. And
I
like,
think it might have been Maddie. I don't know.
just almost want to take that scene of the rolling and the cutting and like take a clip and do it on repeat and do it like forward and backward and forwards and backwards because it was so absurd. It was so absurd that I just think people need to see it. I don't know.
Loose rolls and loose stools at Janelle's Country Kitchen.
Oh.
Oh, thank you for that.
Oh.
Our Keep Sweet moment this week comes to us from Maddie. She left us a comment on Spotify. It's very cute. She says, "This quickly became a favorite podcast for me. It's a good mix of snark and good vibes. When my feed started auto-playing a new episode, I was immediately stoked. I'll miss listening to Allie, but I'm excited to get to know Kimber just as much. Chris, thank you for inviting us to sit in on your friend group as y'all gossip and laugh about our favorite family to watch. How sweet is that?"
So sweet. Friend is a strong word, might I say.
What?
I said friend is a strong word.
Friend is a strong word.
I'm just kidding. I would prefer surrogate.
Yeah, okay. You know, what I love about it is that it touches me in a special place.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it actually did make me feel like, oh, it made me have the feels. Because I was like, yeah,
Same.
I am introducing my friends to people. And people are enjoying it or hating it or whatever they're doing. So if you're hate listening, congratulations. Thank you, Maddie, for the kind words. Really, really appreciate that. Share the podcast with your friends. If you're like us and you don't have any friends who watch this show, then
Share it with your future surrogate.
yes. Leave us 5 stars. Share the love. Where else are you going to get loose rolls and loose stools and beautiful stories like ours?
And listen to our loose lips.
For the record, Kimber is the one with the loose lips. Loose lips ships.
Loose lips sink ships, bitch. Okay, yeah.
You're welcome.